Good morning, chat. Good morning, chat. We are live in Flight Sim. In this beautiful MD-11, we are Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania. Going from Virginia to Pennsylvania, y'all. We are in cold and dark status now. Let's see how many views we have right now on the stream. And we will be, let's go ahead and turn on the battery power here. So normal checklist, fuel switches are off, trucks are set. And we're going to go ahead and get our sim brief flight plan here. Airtime 55 minutes, total time hour and 23. Let's go ahead and send flight plan to FMC. Let's get fuel and payload set. Alright, let's go ahead and get the center gear normal up because we're using a 3-gear setup today. Battery.
Autopilot.
And then we're going to go ahead and get the nav switches on. Test the fire handles.
Engine 1, fire.
Did we lose any frame chat? Let me see. We haven't lost any frames. That's a good thing. Alrighty, let's go ahead and connect to vPilot here. Yes. Regal outside. Yes. He didn't need cooling down. He went out, peed, came back in. I checked him, yes. Alright, chat, let's do this. Go ahead and connect. And Auto ATC is online. We're gonna have New York Center online when we go in. 5667 is our squawk code. Go ahead and set our altitude reporting. Let's go ahead and get performance set. Runway 25 is for departure, which of course is correct. 2986. Go flaps 15. We're gonna go. So the way you can calculate the Celsius to Fahrenheit is this. Take 29 times, not 2, 29 times 1.8 plus 32 You get 84 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to go to 370. The cost index, I should have grabbed that first. 133. And we're going to go ahead and put our call sign in, which is American 1776, from Newport News to KAVP. Let's go ahead and put our fuel in, clear this message, and then we go here and here. We're going to take off an approach. We put our flex temp in, which is 59, and for our slope is going to be 0% slope with a 5 knot headwind. So we're going to put 0 and 5. 84 Fahrenheit. Flaps 15. We're going to actually put packs on. And our stabilizer trim is 6 degrees, which is what I like. It's 2986 for the altimeter. So let's go ahead and set our flight plan up. It's going to be runway 25 for departure. And we're going to take this out. Alright, and then we're going to look at our arrival. It's going to be direct. Switch this back over, which is still correct. Runway, we're using ILS 4, transition LVZ, so let's go ahead and get rid of the hold, and then it'll bring us in. Alrighty, we have everything set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn on our weather and traffic. Galley bus panels are extinguished. Cargo temperatures, all lights are off except ignition off. Hydraulics test is going to be on the bottom here. It's going to be this panel right here. Let's go ahead and set our stabilizer trim. Alright, and we got emergency power, arm no light, which is normal for it to show on. Trying to get that light to go off. Trim air off light, cabin outflow. Let's go ahead and set our fuel quantity test. And it is checked and armed. Emergency switch set to arm. And we got emergency power out. No smoking sign on. Seatbelt sign off. Exterior lights as required. EVAC panel. EVAC switch is armed and guarded. AFS panel. We have flap limit set. We have all lights are off. Normal elevator feels normal. Cabin pressurization set into the auto operation. Valve is open. Ditching switch is guarded. Ditching light is extinguished. And let's go ahead. We already set our QNH. IAS is set to auto. Let's go ahead and set this flood panel light to on. Actually, let's keep it on. Bank selector is set to auto. Good. Static air switch, and we're using a 3-gear setup, so we down on 3 green with 1 red. RTO, let's go ahead and set that. I have to pull the speed brake switch. Overboost breakout bar is set to full aft. Throttles, check those.
Full lap. Flat.
Throttles are closed, thrust reversers are down, dial flap to setting. It was already set to 15. Fuel switches are off. Yeah, radio panels are just died. I gotta set the CTAF frequency, which is 118.7. Oops, too far, I went too far. Set Unicom for after departure. Transponder set, rudder trim and aileron trim are set to 0. Ailerons handled, ADG is handled down and wired. Alright, so we have the pre-flight checklist complete. Now we're going to go ahead and do the before start checklist. We're going to go ahead and hit the APU. And we're going to watch that come up. APU is coming on. Takeoff weights are confirmed and set. Let's go ahead and set that, and we're going to go ahead and set our weather radar to full 100%. We'll bring our CRTs or our display units up to full brightness so we can see them. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and set this and bring that up. We're going to go ahead and set to 3,000, which is initial climb. So it's going to be 4,000. APU is at N2's at 100. Alrighty, so let's go over to services. We're going to go ahead and bring it wheel chocks, parking brake set, and GPU panel disconnected. IRS is nav'd and aligned. Seatbelt sign coming on. Ignition's beacon light is on. We're going to go ahead and let them know we're ready for push, or we're going to CTAF know we're ready for push. Newport news traffic, American 1776, we're pushing back gate Bravo 5. Newport news traffic. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go over to GSX and just push and begin our pushback and departure. We're using American Airlines. It's the
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
It's a good idea to wear shorts today.
checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So when we get in the air, this center gear will actually come up. Engine start checklist, we're going to be on right now. That is a Ford F-Series.
Locking gear.
And we're going to go nose right, tail
Release
left.
parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear.
Alright,
Start
we're going
at
to go
will.
ahead and start up number 3 first. And then fuel set to on. We're going to watch that N2 come up. We had N2 15%. Oil pressure is rising. 25 seconds has gone by. Exhaust gas temps are at 4 Celsius. And 1 is coming up. Auto cutout's gonna be at 45 and 2. Okay, we got stable engine starting up number 2 in the tail.
Please set parking brake.
Give us a minute.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We are getting it.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Anti-ice as required. We have engine 2 coming up. I like to go right to left. When we get to 45% N2, start up, we'll start switch for number 1.
Unlocking gear.
And we have fuel flow for number 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right
Alright,
is
chat,
clear.
let's go ahead and go to the config page. We'll go ahead and set our flaps to 15. As seen on the plane's wings, and as seen here on the Alright, we have stable engines on all 3 corners. Let's go ahead and shut the APU down. Let's get landing lights. Let's get the taxi lights on. Go ahead and check flight controls. Full left, full right, full up, full down, right, left, right. APU MD coming off. APU should be spooling down by now. Let's go ahead and get that. Stabilizer trim is set already. Alrighty, so parking brakes are set. Taxi lights are on, and we're going to be taxiing runway 25. Newport news traffic, American 1776 taxiing to runway 25 via Delta, cross runway 220 at Delta. Newport news traffic. Armed spoilers here. And we got green band across the board. And like I said, chat, this is the best aircraft there is, even though it was rushed into production. Yeah, real. Alright, we have spoilers and outer brakes armors required. Flaps and sets set for takeoff. Verify. And then we're gonna be, when we get on the close to the runway, we're gonna be setting the landing lights and the high intensity lights, which are the strobes. And there is indeed a website you can actually get the pre-flight checklist from. We're going to take Delta to Foxtrot here. MD-11, basically was a flawed design. I think runway 20 would have been closer. But runway 25 is longer. Alright, let's go ahead and get the landing lights on. So come over to the overhead panel. Go ahead and arm nav and profile. Newport News traffic, American 1776 lining up, runway 25 from RNAV Pelkey. Newport News. Alright, make sure everything's set. Newport News traffic, American 1776 departing runway 25. Newport News. Let them all spool up. And climb thrust set. Go ahead and get the V1 and rotate it. Pause, ready to climb, gear coming up. Newport News traffic, American 1776 is climbing out of 104,000, turning direct to Pookie. And below us is Interstate 64.
Bank angle, bank angle.
Altitude. Autopilot.
We're having an autopilot issue, guys.
Altitude.
Let me get it back on the navigation.
Autopilot.
view. Flaps coming in.
Autopilot.
I think I know why it's not wanting to set. Let's trim the nose down a little.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Nose to come down. Slats coming in. And EAD terminal alerts. Zero cockpit, landing lights coming off.
Stabilizer motion. Altitude.
Go ahead and set this thing up to 37,000 feet. And Newport Distract, we're going to recompensate it. 5.32 is going to be the next frequency. Go ahead and get cabin services going on. Coming up on Hokie now. No, I don't. Do not. Alrighty, so we are climbing up to 370. We got standard altitude. And dial flap is still at 15, which you don't have to change. Let's go ahead and contact all traffic except American 1776 climbing out of level 201 for percent. got a Southwest in front of us. All traffic, American 1776, we're going to stay at 280 for traffic up ahead. 1776, all traffic. And all traffic, American 776, after the passing Southwest 738, we are going to be climbing up to 379. And all traffic, American 1776 climbing up to 379. Control is missing. Okay, that's a problem. Didn't do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and set medium braking. We are not at cruise yet. We're almost cruising up to Jet. almost to cruising altitude, Neil. I think we are at cruising altitude now, so what we're going to do is turn this pass sequence sign off. Runway 4 for arrival. Flaps 50. Calculate, yeah. Estimated landing distance is 4,177 feet. It's close to 4,800. Stopping distance. A little bit tired, chap. I'm okay. Alright, chat, we'll be in New York's airspace soon. Let's go ahead and tune into them.
As you're airborne, contact New York approach again 120.8 for the arrival into LaGuardia.
120.8 over down.
And United 60, same for you. Unfortunately got it closed. So change that please to the Kennedy CTAPS 119.1 and have a good day.
No! You guys are going back over to Unicom.
Yep. That is 623. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Descending maintain 4,623 heavy.
United 623. And with that, you'll be number 2 for the field. Your the traffic you're following is at your 11 o'clock and 6 miles. He's at 3,000. He'll be closer to runway 31 than you. And change now, please, to the Kennedy CTAPS 119.1. Have a good day.
We gotta figure out what CTAF
Confirm
is for,
119.1 and recopy number 2 for 600 heavy.
010 good morning, Thunder 7950, standing Ward with a check. Radio check, loud and clear. I'll be closing up momentarily. So frequency change is approved to the the Newark CTAF is 118.3, and have a good morning.
Well, 18.3, I appreciate a dual and we'll Southern 750.
Alright, and pit 685 heavy, the turn to DAIC then will be your discretion, and so is the descent. The McGuire CTAF, I believe, on the Victor side is 118.65. Your frequency change is approved too. Okay, with that, attention all aircraft, the New York Center is closed present time. Traffic.
well, that stunk. .120.1. Well, that stunk. Let's get 120.1 up into the box. Alright, we're coming up on Babs now. And our alternate could be KIAD or Harrisburg. And we just lost New York Center since they just went offline. Alright, and when we get to Rhea, we're going to start descending. Actually, when we get to the Lancaster BOR, we're going to start descending into the airport, and I think we're over no, we're over Maryland. And today marks the saddest moment in aviation history. On this day in 1989, a plane similar to this, United Airlines 4232, the DC-10, this is MD-11 of the DC-10, had lost all hydraulics. After this engine right here suffered catastrophic failure. I don't know if you can see it, but that number 2 engine, its number 2 fan disc had a T-crack that shot out the side of the engine. seatbelt assistance. Once you guys see how many years ago that was. 37 years ago today. Lined up for the runway. Alrighty. Williamsburg International Airport is down there somewhere. I think we're probably flying parallel to it. We're flying parallel to it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start descending. We're going to go ahead and get the fasten seatbelt sign turned on. And then we're going to descend to 210. Not 215. 210. Harrisburg, Wilkes-Barre traffic, United American 1736 is descending from out of 370 for 210. Alrighty. Our next waypoint is snowy. Then when we get to Craze, descend to actually when we get to Lytel, descend 14,000. Let's go ahead and reduce speed. Alright, let's go ahead and not lower the flaps yet. Alright, let's go ahead and just start descending to 14,000. There's 2,993 for the altimeter. All traffic, American 1776 ascending to 14,000. Let's go ahead and arm the speed brakes here. Keep braking at minimum, or medium, sorry. Right. We are getting ready to pass through transition altitude. We're going to go ahead and set QNH to 2,993, which is now. Yep, we got auto brakes set. Go ahead and get down to 7,000. Now let's reduce speed to 1 or 250 first. Let's get down to 7,000 now. Go ahead and get slats out. We're going to go ahead and extend the landing lights out. Alright, let's go ahead and let Wilkes-Barre traffic know that we're coming in. Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1736 coming in, ILS runway 4 into Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Wilkes-Barre traffic.
MD-11. New York.
Landing lights coming on. Less than 10,000 feet. Go ahead and chime the back. Know that we're minutes from landing. Landing lights on. Let's go ahead and get the flaps set to 15. So you see the flaps are coming out now.
Altitude.
Reduce speed to 210 knots. We're kind of fast with the approach. We're turning outbound. Approach. Alright, let's go get down to 3,000 now.
Autopilot.
We just lost autopilot.
Autopilot.
Looks like I'm hand flying in. Alright, never mind. Let's go ahead and reduce speed to 180. Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1776 is on fire.
Autopilot.
This is going to lead us straight in.
Altitude.
Alright, let's go ahead and get flaps 28 out. Spoilers are armed, missed approach set. Let's go ahead and set the 3,000 feet. Georgetown, Pennsylvania. make it past these cell towers here. Oh, we're gonna fly right over them. Keep an eye on that one. We don't want to get out with our left wing here. Oh, too close for comfort.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
We are on the glide slope, chat. Stereo cockpit. Stereo cockpit, y'all. Alright, taking over.
Autopilot.
Alright, let's get the gear down. Gear coming down. Gear down and locked to 3 green. Alright. Throttles are mine, gets flaps 35 out. Let's go ahead and reduce speed. Let's reduce power.
Stabilizer motion.
Let's go ahead and get flaps 50 out. Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 76 going over to CDF.
Stabilizer motion.
Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1776 on final runway 4 for the ILS. It's kind of getting kind of windy out here.
Glide
1000.
slope.
Glide slope
Glide
captured
slope.
and alive.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Power up.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide
Flap
slope.
slats required in gear is
Glide
down.
slope. Glide 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 slope.
Alright, chat, stay
Glide
quiet,
slope.
please.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
We are
Glide
grabbing
slope.
like crazy.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Push up number
Glide
1 so we
slope.
don't yaw as much.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
So we stay
Glide
straight.
slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
And yes, chat, I'm using
Glide
asymmetrical
slope.
thrust because of
Glide
the
slope.
fact that it's
500.
pushing the plane
Glide slope.
left.
Glide slope.
So I have to use asymmetrical
Glide slope.
thrust just to keep it
Glide
straight.
slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
If I'm yawing
Glide
to the right, I
slope.
put more power on the left
Glide slope.
engine and push
Glide
to
slope.
bring the
Glide slope. Glide slope.
number 2 and number 3 to
Glide slope.
approach speed.
Glide slope.
400.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
400.
Glide slope.
400.
Glide slope.
400.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Approaching
slope.
minimum.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Approaching minimum.
Glide slope.
300.
Glide slope.
Approaching minimum.
Glide slope.
Approaching
Glide
minimum.
slope.
300.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Alright, we can go ahead and push
Glide slope.
Minimum.
to
Glide slope.
continue.
Glide slope. Glide
Minimum
slope.
200.
Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope.
50
Glide
warning.
slope.
50.
Glide slope.
40.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
30. 20. 10.
I would say it's a butter smooth Captain Steve touchdown. 30 feet per minute. You gotta love. Let's stow the reversers. Reversers are stowed. Landing lights. We are taking the next taxiway here. This is going to be... Let's check out some radar. This will be Bravo 6. Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1776, we are safely on the ground. So landing lights are going to come on. We are going to turn off the strobes. Flaps and slats are coming in. Let's go ahead and stop here. Spoilers are disarmed. Let's go ahead and bring uh, 3 degrees of pitch. Let's bring of pitch. Let's go ahead and get the weather off. Weather radar off. Let's go ahead and start up the APU, which we're going to go over here to the overhead panel and start it up. And we're waiting for Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1776 crossing runway 1028. Let's go ahead and get Alright, we're going to be taxiing to the gate, which is straight ahead. Straight to the gate, which I could just do this. It's having me go to this gate, but why do the Gloucester Bell maneuver? I'm trying to just pull straight into the gate. Landed with 8% fuel left. Let's go ahead and alright, chat, we're gonna go ahead and get our services ready. We're gonna go ahead and parking brake is set. Flaps are up. Go ahead and got the fuel switch is off. Seatbelt sign comes off. External power and APU are going to stay on. Ignition switches are going to sit on. Let's turn all the lights off. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the nav button. Alright, chat. So for shutdown, okay, we're going to let air traffic know that we're signing off. We're going to see you next time. Wilkes-Barre traffic, American 1776, we're going to be signing off. See you next time. Alright, chat, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set the emergency light switch to off. We're going to go ahead and just get that emergency power switch set to off. IRS switches are set to off. Everything, cockpit lights. Let's go ahead and set this to off. Let's go ahead and shut the APU down. EVAC control switch is set to off. Packs are off. Let's go ahead and get the APU is spooling down, battery comes off. Then we're going to get this smoking sign off, so we're going to turn the galley power off. And that is going to be it, chat. That's going to be it for today's flight. Please, guys, if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Other than that, RB26 driving out, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.